What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Servida, and today we're gonna fix some beats. This first one is by William Howell, and he asks, how can I improve the bass line? Let's take a look. A little drag and drop, see? Okay, let's give this a listen first. So the problems with the bass are that it's out of tune and the sound design. So let's fix both of those. Okay, so here's our chord progression. I'm pretty much just gonna copy and paste this onto your bass line so that you can see what's going on. So your first chord is playing F minor with a 9. Then you have D sharp major with a 9. Then a G sharp major with a 9, and then G minor. But your bass line is going D, C, C, D, C, C. So these two things should be really going hand in hand. It's pretty easy to fix this, so now I just move this to the F. We can move this to the 5th, which would be C, so that's right. We'll move this there. This is a new chord, let's move it up here. We'll move this down to the 5th as well, which would be this D sharp up here. And these two are both G minor. So we can do that. We'll do maybe an octave just to make it fun. Okay, let's hear that. Now I'm thinking the problem is the bass is out of tune itself, so I'm gonna load up a piano, just make sure. It's not tuned to C, so if I play C on the piano, we're gonna replace this bass completely because it's really hard to work with. I don't think I want an 808, so let's get a sub bass from Nexus. Just working on the timing now, the release. Because it's a good rhythm. I'm gonna move that here instead. Okay, let's hear it now. I'm gonna put a little bit of distortion on it, so it's kind of similar to the bass he had before. Last thing I'm gonna do is just side change this to a kick. We'll put it here. I'm assuming this is empty. Side chain like this. Get the limiter. Kind of just doing it to taste now. It's a little cleavage showing. Maybe do this whole octave and move some of these. Let's hear the whole new part. This next one is by Matthew Pillin. He says, hey, hope you're doing well. I was wondering if you can help me out with the transitions between chorus and the verse number 2. Good question. I hope I can help you with that. I don't have silent. I don't have that either. I don't have that. I have to replace these chords with something in Serum, so 1 second. So we'll listen from here to verse 2 and see what he does. Yeah, it's not a great transition, and the reason I'm saying that is because this section and this section sound like two completely different songs. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you need something to bridge it together. So you have this chord progression here, and it's good, and I think it sounded like you changed keys, and that's why it sounds like such a jarring switch. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this, kind of load this on top so I can figure out what you're doing. So I'll have it from this loop to this loop. Okay, what are you playing? Okay, so that is the chord progression. And now I want to take a look at the chord progression he did. Oh, it's the same. No, wait, that's mine. Oh no, I deleted his. No, I still have it. I'm good. I'm good at my job. So this is the progression for the chorus. This is the progression for the verse. This one is supposed to be in the key of C sharp minor. And this one is in the key of G sharp minor. So they're in different keys. And there's nothing wrong with that, because now it's a little puzzle that we can do to figure out how do we get from this back to this. I'm duplicating the pattern again, and I'm gonna put this in between the transition. So, and we're probably maybe gonna do like some kind of volume automation. So it's like, oh yeah, this pad again. We're going back to the verse. The biggest problem is gonna be if that transitioning chord progression is gonna work with the melody. So we have this chorus that comes in, we have this melody, and we have 4 bars to figure out how to get back to this. We're gonna go back to this, split it in half. Well, was this there the whole, what is this? What are you? Let him chill. It's not, he ain't hurting nobody. I'm just gonna spread the voices out a bit at the end to make it a bit more epic. So now the problem is there's a bass line in this, so that's gonna interfere with the chords I put in. This knob, let's automate this. Let's get an effect on this one as well. That. If you stemmed out this melody, you can take out the bass easily, but if you didn't, this is kind of a quick fix. Let's hear this transition now. This next one is by Hamtech PC and Gaming. How can I make my song less repetitive, and how can I add counter melodies? Okay, let's take a look-see. Okay, the first thing I noticed is that you have a hard 808 and a sub playing at the exact same time, and that's creating a lot of muddiness right now, if you hear that. You can do it separately like this, or you can play them at the same time. Just make sure that they're not actually overlapping each other. Also, your 808's out of tune. We'll tune it really quickly. Okay, that's tuned. What did he ask? I was distracted. How can I make my song less repetitive and add counter melodies? Oh, okay. Okay, I just realized you're using Fruity Slicer. So, this is a really good way to get some interesting chops out and add some variation. So maybe I'll make like a little pattern for you. So we're gonna clone that because I don't want to overlap yours. Okay, so let's split this probably in a beat. that's not bad. Let's do an octave up to keep it interesting. It's kind of cool. So why don't we just do a little bit of this. And then we'll just kind of introduce it, maybe like around here. So let's hear what I just did. This one is by Spencer Bynum, and he wants help with his mixing. So let's take a look at this. Let's have a little listen first. It's not bad. I really like the panning things you have going on. I feel like there's some elements that just could be mixed in better. So we're kind of just trying to build a nice space for your beat. So for the rain, I'm gonna put a little low pass on it when the beat drops. Not that one. There we go. Okay, good. Next thing I realized is you don't have a reverb set, and a lot of your instruments need reverb. So I'm gonna get a random mixer track. I'm gonna get some reverb. Feel like the hi-hats are a bit harsh. We're gonna take a look. I'm not sure about this. I'm gonna put a tremolator on it just so we get a sense of rhythm. Now all I'm gonna do is kind of mix the dry and the wet, so it's more of just a pulse. It's like an internal kind of rhythm. Now we're gonna sidechain those 808s because those are thumping. We're gonna kind of mix from the ground up now. Whatever that was really jarring. This? Yeah, that needs to be turned down. Where are ya? Okay, now there's a couple percussions that need to get reverb mixed in. Good. So here is what I did.
I don't love you anymore.
so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so if you guys want to submit for the next Fix My Beat video, the first thing you have to do is follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you are using FL Studio, all you have to do is go to export and go to zip loop package. If you are using any other DAW, all you have to do is export some stems. Email the submission to servidalisten@gmail.com. I'm only gonna work on each project for a few minutes, so make sure you ask a very specific question on how I can fix your beat. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a like. If you really like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, leave. Just leave. Get out of here.